Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Shubham. I'm an engineering director at a fintech firm and an MBA candidate at Yale School of Management. Today, being Father's Day, I wanted to talk about 4 management lessons that I learned by being a father. Number 1, you learn how to be patient. And your kids are going to test your patience. Any parent will tell you this. But the point being that if you are trying to build a human being that's going to be productive for the society and is going to help and grow the society going forward, it's not going to happen in a month. It's not going to happen in a year. It's going to take years for you to do that. And you have to buy into that vision. You have to consistently work towards that vision. And some days you will just feel like a failure. Well, that's okay, because there's going to be another day and you wake up and you push through. Now, coming back to the management side of it, if you're a leader, if you're a senior leader and you have a larger vision that you have to accomplish, you're not going to do it alone. You have to find those people in your organization who are going to help you achieve that vision. And you have to be patient with them, because they're going to fail, because they're going to challenge you, because they're going to ask questions. And sometimes, it might feel like some days that's not going to happen, but you will come back. And you, as a leader, have to be patient with them. Number 2, you have to let your kids fail. As your kids grow, they are going to learn a lot of new skills. They're going to develop a lot of new skills, but they're going to suck at it when they start. And you have to let them suck at it. You have to let them fail over and over and over again for them to get better at it. Coming back to the management side of it, it's the same thing that happens with new employees, new leaders who are coming through the pipeline. You have to give them space to fail and experiment and to find their own philosophy and let them build an organization for their own, right? And so if you don't let them have that space, and if you always micromanage, 2 of the things will happen. Either they're going to leave because they're going to find a better person who's going to let them do that, or they're never going to become the leader you want them to be. So let them fail. Let them have that space to fail. 3, you have to be ready to be challenged. You have to be ready to change your own thought process as your kids grow. As your kids will grow, they will become their own people, right? They'll become their own human being with their own thought process. And that thought process doesn't necessarily always align with yours. They will come back and challenge your belief system, your value system some days. But that's okay, that's okay, because you have to be open to hearing them and to change. The same thing applies to management. As you become a senior manager, you are moved away from the ground reality of the situation. You might not be that close to the implementation, to the operations, right? And so for you, as the industry is going through change, you might not know how the newer things work, So you have to be ready to be challenged. You have to be ready to be challenged on the thought process that you have. You have to be ready to change. And some of that change is going to come from bottom up, and that's okay. And number 4, you as a father are responsible for creating a long-running, consistent feedback loop for your kids. This feedback loop is going to help them grow. You are responsible for giving them constructive feedback even when they don't want it. You are also responsible for giving them that constructive feedback in a way that they accept it and don't ignore it. And you build the trust that you are doing it for the best of them. Same thing coming back to management. When you are a manager, this is one of the biggest things you have to learn. You have to learn how to give consistent feedback to people who report to you or are part of your organization. This constructive feedback has to be given in a way where other people around you believe that you're doing it for their good and for the good of organization. And this has to be a consistent process over a longer period of time. This cannot be 1 day, 2 day, or once a year, or once in 6 months. It has to be a constant conversation where you are trying to grow the person and help them become a better manager, a better leader, or maybe just better at what they do. Finally, if you do like what I talk about, please like, subscribe, share. It will help me grow and reach more people. And until next time, see ya.